Well, I thought I'd make a update on the video. Uh, so, after basically, as you see, when I got assaulted by Ewan Montgomery from Tectronics or Kamperzs in Alva, industrial estate Alva. Been in touch with the police and they're putting a report together for the Procurator Fiscal, so I'm really hoping that falls in my favour. And that's only the assault was because I was just asking about where my van is and why I can't even see it, and why Ewan's changing the financial agreement on me. So basically, I had sent him a few messages after getting assaulted because I feel that most certainly the contract was nullified by his failure to deliver in December, and a blackmail of £9,000, which meant that he then failed his delivery date for April this year. Just now, my van should be sat outside. All work's pretty much done, and my inheritance there to live off of, to assist me to have this experience, which is a once in a lifetime chance. But it's not that way. But everything that I had told you in Montgomery about my financial circumstances have all came true to light. I told him that I had only £12,000. I was waiting for my father's estate to get settled, which would have been maybe late spring, I thought. And he agreed on that, and it was a fair bit of money that I was waiting for to pay for the build, But so far he had 12 grand. He ripped out £14,000 worth of stuff. He's failed in so many levels, and sure enough, the shares that I was waiting for from my dad's estate, fortunately, a week ago came through. So all my evidence that I have for the court is there. I made the statement, and my sister understood the statement from Ewan Montgomery that the financial agreement that I understood was acceptable. So if he wasn't a con man, if he wasn't a fraud, if he wasn't a deceiver, then I would have my van, and within the next few weeks he would have full payment. But now he's basically saying to me that, listen, I've changed the rules, so your van's locked up. You have to take me to court. So see, this summer, it's gone. It's gone. Even if I got my van back, I've got no drive of anything that I had left in the tank to make this dream happen is gone. I'm completely flat. As far as suicidal ideation and cutting myself, I've really pushed myself to really put my family, especially my mum who's 88, they have to come first. So I've replaced my desire and my dream by doing the camper van to protecting my family from my mental health, which means isolating. But it's okay. It's okay, because I need this time to reflect, to try and get my head calm, get all the evidence together. Now that I'm deciding, now that I've got to, I'm not letting anything go out, but I'm getting ready for the court, and I'm getting all my evidence together, and it's not a bluff. I don't have much energy for bluffs because you can get called on it, man. So I've always been a person that would only make a statement if I can back it up, and I can back it all up. Ewan hasn't responded to my emails, hasn't responded to my sister's emails, who was supposed to be working as a intermediate for me. He hasn't sent me any breakdown of all the costs that trading and standards have asked for. He was given a time limit to deliver them. He hasn't delivered any pricing. And funnily enough, after he assaulted me, he decided that he wanted to send me a final bill. So the first bill that he sent me, that he said all of a sudden I owe him £9,000 for the work that he's already, for the money that he's already spent on perhaps parts and whatever for the van. And he's saying that he's holding my van ransom because I owe him, or the van owes him £9,000. But I gave him £12,000, and he had £2,000 worth of my equipment that was already mine and paid for by my money. So that adds up to £14,000. Now, if he sprayed the van and that cost £4,000, that leaves him with £10,000. If he says I owe him £9,000, that's covered within the £10,000 that he's got, which means really he hasn't got any reasons to hold on to my van other than he thinks that I'm going to be sad and desperate to pay now. What he's saying is Ian, don't worry about that £9,000 that I was going to charge you. I'm only going to charge you $2,200 for storage. You know, so if you pay me your £2,000, you can get your van back, with the hidden meaning that that's all you're getting. You're not getting any of that 12 grand back. So he's trying to twist it and manipulate it, and he's thinking this guy's so desperate for his van that, okay, he said to me that him and his family can't get together £9,000. So perhaps I'll distort it, and what I'll say is, Aaron, okay, I'll give you £2,000 bill for storage, and I'm sure that you and your family can scrabble that together, and you can come to me grovelling and giving me £2,200 so I can take my van back. And it's not going to happen. I have enough money that I could buy a camper van and still take him to court, but I'm not, because I'm getting my van back. I'm getting what's rightfully mine back. So that's really a wee update. I'm struggling, but I've got, let me see, I've got quetiapine, which I use for my mood stabiliser, and that's 200 milligrams I take a day. And that definitely, it's helped me quite a bit. And all it is a bloody sedative, a brain sedative, a bit like Legacto. So I'm kind of doing okay in the very thinnest of terms. But I've got my game plan together. I've got all my evidence together. So really just take my time to find a good lawyer, and keep myself safe. So don't worry, you, and I'm getting a lawyer. It's just once I open a conversation about, when I'm phoning lawyers and I'm phoning them and sharing my experience with what you've done and Alan Timmins from Swinton Camper Van Company in Glasgow have done to me, a total of £26,000 both of you have ripped me off. 26 grand of my father's inheritance that I've never had before. Never had this money. But you both thought, and you're loaded, both of you are rich. I don't own anything. I think I own my car, which is worth 3 grand. And I own wee Mo, who's, where is she? She's up there looking very majestic, waiting for a walk. So I've got my wee sidekick, and she keeps me saying, Ewan's still blocking my phone. I guess he's receiving my texts because I've sent him about 5 this morning, just to, make sure that he knows that I'm still here. and I'm not going away because I've got nothing to lose because he's taking it all from me. Yeah, I've got my family, so I won't do anything to harm myself anymore. I hope. It's a good thing to stop yourself harming, but you can't always stop. I'm learning about controlling my thoughts. I'm learning that the only way I can do it really safely is to isolate in my flat. But it's okay, I've got a wee routine. So that's it. I won't waffle on, but I'm alright. I'm okay. It's you that should be worrying. With a charge of assault hanging over his head, and for everybody on YouTube to hopefully pass it on. And I think I need to check his reviews just to make sure that they're updated, because a friend of mine said that he couldn't find my review on his website. I don't know if he's allowed legally to block any negative references, especially this one, because it's, yeah, you know, so he's hiding for the truth. I've got nothing to hide at all, so I'm happy to go to court. I've got a lot of my family and my good friends who will be willing to testify to my mental health state, about how it affects them mentally, how my mum is affected by this. I've got fantastic neighbours, man, that I've just, you don't always realise how many good people you've got in your life, and I think this is a big learning thing that I learned about this, is just having tremendous, genuine, sincere friends, neighbours, you know, but they're coming to my door after the police leave and they're checking that I'm safe. They're asking me, do I need anything? You know, people that I meet dog walking, even they're saying to me, Aaron, anytime you need to talk, give us a call. And they do, they tell me, they say, this is where I live, champ the door anytime. So that's been great, because that's really, it's reinstating my belief that not everybody are monsters, because with borderline you always think either people are all good or all bad. There's no real grey area. Wee Mo's just wanting in there because she's been up and down all night, because I've been up since 5 o'clock. So I wish you all a very happy and blessed Sunday. And if you're going out in your camper vans, I wish you all the enjoyment in the world, because it's a tremendous gift. It is. So I'll leave you to it, man, and keep you all posted in the next excitement excerpt of my fucked up story. But it'll be all good. Take care.